Grow a garden.
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 Grow a garden. It's a really big game, right? But where did it all start? And where did this guy come from? In today's video, we will be covering all of that, so let's get right into this. So we will be going back in time to November 26th, 2024, where a developer named David has just appeared on Roblox. But people were speculating on how he grew so fast and his account was barely made 7 months ago. But we're going to start off with his first ever popular game called Desert Detectors. This was one of his really popular games made on a group called Diggin' Devs. Not only did it blow up, he made hundreds of thousands of Robux each and every single day with just the little amount of people that were playing. Even though now he is getting over 1,000 concurrent players each and every single day. But where does this tie into Grow a Garden? Well, he has created past groups naming Classic House Creations, Cave Creations, Studio Suburbs, Dripped Devs, Diggin' Devs. But that makes no sense. 90% of these groups are all just made and abandoned. What made Diggin' Devs and dev named David just give up on it? Well, I don't really have the answer for that, but I can say that when Grow a Garden was in effect, I was going through his profile, searching to see if I could find anything on what his growth was. But he did have one game in particular. And that game was Project Plan. Project Plan didn't really do anything. Nobody had access to it, only he did. But as you can tell on the thumbnail of the game, you can see a coconut tree going all the way up into the sky, saying 500 meters. But was this the beginning of Grow a Garden? Well, we can all speculate it was, because as you can tell in the thumbnail, you can see that those items that are in that thumbnail were used in Grow a Garden. But where does this all tie in? I have no clue. There is nothing on this guy. Until I went through his friends list and I found an account called Phone Signal. The account was made in 2019, which speculates it could possibly be his main account. You are all thinking right now that, how would I know if that is his main account if there's nothing on this guy? Well, if you go through all of his friends list, there's only 8 people on there, and out of all those 8, 7 of them are really popular developers or music creators. But Phone Signal was the only distinguished one that had nothing on it. So, my only observation would be this would be possibly his main account. Until I go deeper. But Grow a Garden isn't just a single ordinary game. It gets over 1 million players each and every single day at a time, which is absolutely mind-blowing, blowing away every single other game that was ever on there. Hundreds of thousands of YouTubers are making videos on this game left and right, but nobody can understand where this guy came from. This game has been all over YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, all over the Roblox page, all over Twitter, but everybody's still confused because this game is, not gonna lie, it's really boring. All you do is sit there and watch your plants grow while you pick it up and you sell it. That's basically what goes on in the game. Congratulations to dev named David for creating a really big game that is quite literally useless in a way, but somehow ended up blowing up and being the biggest game Roblox has ever seen. So where did this guy come from and how did this game get so big? I don't know. I tried doing as much research as I possibly could to dig deeper and figure out where this guy came from and how this game blew up so big and why so many YouTubers are finding it so interesting and so cool. But until then, I will continue to dig deeper and get more research and more info on this game and this developer. I will see you guys in the next. Take care.